This is a brief introduction of GreenCounsel's product contract review in Office 365 for in-house lawyers. You start the tool in an ordinary Excel file, and from there you can enter and keep the contract reviews which you do in order. When you enter a review, you fill in a number of data that the tool then uses to generate various reports and to keep the reviews in order. You can configure different contract types, checklists and risk scales by yourself in the tool, which you then use when carrying out the reviews. Each review consists of a number of remarks relating to different parts of the agreement. Each remark has a risk assessment and can also be linked to one or more items in a checklist which you have configured for the contract type. You can easily look up notes about the current checklist, risk level and contractual provisions. When you fill in a remark, you can use standard remarks that you also enter yourself so that you don't have to enter text that usually recurs more than once. For each remark, you can indicate whether there are any items in the checklist that the remark handles. The tool sorts out such parts that may be relevant based on the provision that you indicate that the remark refers to. You can make many custom settings to adapt based on your needs. You can, for example, enter different contract types, enter different options that you can tick for each contract type's remarks. In this example, we indicate that purchasing should have a view and that the remark states that the contract needs to be redrafted. You can also set typical contract provisions and provide them with standard remarks and enable reporting of the different types of rights and obligations, enter information for the contract types checklist, etc. You can also change the language in the tool. At the moment, English and Swedish are supported, but if there is a need for additional languages, we can upgrade with such languages. Once you have entered one or more reviews, you can generate different reports. You choose which report modules to use and which filtering to take place. For example, you can choose to see all your reviewed personal data processor agreements, all reviews during a certain time period, all information linked to a certain type of provision or for a certain business manager, etc. When you're happy with a certain setting, you can save it for another time so you don't have to fill in everything again. Through the report generation, you can get both a detailed insight into a certain review but also an overview of the risk level for different types of agreements. GreenCounsel continuously develops the tools for Office 365. If the tool is upgraded, you can easily upgrade yourself by importing the older data into the tool and then continue working in the new file. The Office 365 tools are designed for corporate lawyers who do not want to use an external cloud service to streamline their work, but want to have complete control over their own data. The tool automates everything within the framework of the Excel file in which you work. Feel free to book a demo via www.greencounsel.se/demo-of-David or check out our other Office 365 tools via www.greencounsel.se/legal-counsel-office.